G'day, it's Michael Guest, and I've got Jack Nolan with me,
G'day.
having a play with some new colours in one of our favourite lures, and probably one of my favourite forms of fishing. I spend lots and lots of time vibing. So these are a fork-tail vibe. This is the Shimma Fork, been around a long time, and I think one of the big things you've got to try and do, especially to keep everyone's interest in lure fishing and keen, you've got to change it up a bit. They've done this with 4 great new colours. Yeah. Bright orange eyes, got the orange underneath the chin. This little fella's got the bright orange eyes, red underneath. This one's got a flash of orange on the head, and that one's got a big orange belly. So there's a bit of consistency in that bright orange. And if you think about things like yabbies and prawns, they have that bright orange roe, crabs underneath. Yeah, so it is a bit of a colour that sort of stirs aggression and that aggressive behaviour to bite a lure, I guess, in fish too. That's why that colour's there. But Vibes are just a fantastic lure, whether you're fishing offshore, inshore or freshwater. They cover so many different species, from Murray cod, bass, barramundi, big time snapper, mulloway, flathead. I know you love your finger marks, red emperor.
They're largemouth nanny guy,
They're all, we could just sit here and go on and on.
They work.
They work. A few tips there. So these ones, and just to quickly run through these, 3 different sizes. So you've got 65, 100 mil, and 120. Those sizes have been around for a while, but they're all in the 3 sizes. What I should say, these 4 new colours. They've got really good, high quality Japanese owner hooks on them, so the hooks are nice and sharp, and they're ready to go out of the packet. If you were going to go full scale attack with 60, 80 pound leader for a coral trout with that, maybe you might want to just up the hooks to the next size, but they're pretty damn good there. These ones are definitely right to go for your flathead and mulloway fishing, no issue there. They've got a really good tight vibrating action, and the big thing with them is that they swim down. I think any vibe you're going to buy, you walk in store and there's a million to choose from. When you have a look at these fellas, you tie them on, you put them over the side, and they're swimming down, which means you are fishing. The minute you cast it out, lure hits the water, you're in the game. If you've got a cheap vibe that doesn't swim properly down, then you're not in the game. So make sure that you have a bit of a look at that. Have a chat to the guys and girls in store in the tackle stores, and they'll point you in the right direction there anyway. As far as other tips go with vibing, I think one thing you can do, put your cast in, and then what I'll do sometimes is I'll actually stop it. So I'll cast out, and then I'll just pinch my line and stop the lure so that it doesn't fall over and land and tangle up. So it actually stops, has a bit of weight on it, and land, and then as soon as it's water, I'll give it a bit of a feel the weight, and get that. I can feel it. I know it's not tangled up.
Once you know that vibe's not tangled up, then you're allowed to sink down.
So if you do some wild cast sideways into the wind, it can foul up. So that's a really good tip, that one there. And you know it's right, and then make sure you wind your belly out of your line and have that lure sink nice and straight. As far as vibing goes in areas like this where you've got high current flow or you've got a lot of wind in your back, make sure you cast up current, work your lure back with the current. Try not to fish sideways with a belly in the breeze. You want good contact, don't you? Good straight contact to the lure.
Definitely, that's one of the most important things. As soon as you feel that tiny little tick or that tiny little bite, then you load into it.
Straight away, especially implosion feeders like your favourites, the big barramundi, where they'll suck it in, and if they feel that lure, they can spit it out so quickly. I know you're pretty keen to...
I'm going to tie this one on.
I know, well, is there any chance I can get that one back?
No, I don't think so.
We'll see who catches what. Anyway, we're going to have a bit of a cast in this estuary system. Don't forget, Vibes are a fantastic lure to work vertically. They're unbelievable. So work them, big long cast, work them back, hop them back along the bottom, certainly if you want to work on your demersal species. We've caught spotted mackerel on them, all sorts of weird things. But then once you get down the bottom there, you can just hop it. And sometimes it's just a matter of that hop, shimmer up off the bottom, let it sink down, shimmer it up off the bottom, let it sink down and work it, and then you should be winding that vibe vertically back. You'd be surprised when you jack how many bites you get that are just right there.
No, that's right. A lot of the time, even if you're particularly fishing a piece of structure that's straight underneath you, you can hop that vibe and over. It might take a couple of minutes, but it'll bring those predatory fish in, and then you'll get a bite.
Yeah, you can really work that same area in that one spot.
Especially fish like flathead, they'll come in and eat it right there.
Absolutely. All right, let's go do it. Got him?
Got him, mate. It's a bit of a subtle eat there, but
good fish. Oh yeah.
Good fish. Nice fish.
That's a good one.
I think he's going to wake up. Here he goes. I was standing right at the back and just trying to get that line right along the rocks there, where Fox meet the sand.
That's a
and
nice fish, mate.
slide him in, mate.
Got him.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, nice work,
There you go.
mate. It's got
Thank
that.
you.
That's that cool. That's that real dark colour with that bright orange eye. I love that. Anything. I think a bit of an orange flash. It's got a little bit of an orange flash on its chin. This one's got that bright orange belly as well. Orange eyes. Just makes it punch a bit. And this water's not real clean at the moment, is it?
No, it's actually quite dirty for this area, so that's why I kind of opted for a bit of a darker colour.
Yep.
Pop out a bit of a silhouette
That's it.
in that water.
Or you could just go mad and go full white, which would
Yeah.
be really good in quite dark water as well. And this has got some crazy stripes on it. But the thing to remember with vibes, and we did speak about it to start with, but it's so important to get that action right. So important to make sure you can feel the vibration through your rod tips, match it with the right rod and reel, and you can feel that vibe happening. They work so well vertically, so you can work them right back to, if you're fishing on the rocks, along that rock wall there, right back to your feet. If you're in the boat, right back. Don't be afraid, especially for flathead, you'll catch really good fish straight up and down.
Vertically, yeah. It's quite an effective technique if you do find some fish straight onto the boat.
Yep, but important when you're working this sort of an area to make sure you cast up current, hop that vibe, feel that vibration, and then if you're marking fish that are mid-water, then you can work it a bit faster, keep it up a bit higher. But if you want to catch these fellas, those flathead are sitting on the bottom, make sure you really work that vibe, feel that vibration, and away you go, and that does the job. Perfect. That's a nice fish.